Hello viewers, very warm good evening from our studios here on Kairawa Avenue. You're watching QTV, the Gambia's first private TV station. And we are back for the special program, which is still part of the countdown on the eve of the mayoral and area council chairmanship elections here in the Gambia. My name is Aliou Cisse and I'm here with my co-host Ansumana Esonyasi. Junks, good to have you.
Good evening. Thank you, Aliou. I mean, it's always a pleasure to be back on this platform, especially on what is a crucial night as we look forward to the elections tomorrow morning, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Ansumana Esonyasi. Well, our guest tonight is Samba Bande, who is the vice chairman of the Inter-Party Committee, which was established as an instrument of dialogue among political actors to promote cohesive existence. Mr. Bande, good to have you on the program.
Thank you very much. I thank you very much for having me here tonight. I'm the Inter-Party co-chair, and it's a pleasure to be with you here tonight.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bande, for joining us on the program. Well, viewers, we'll just start with a quick press release from the government, which reads, the government of the Gambia refutes as baseless and totally unfounded social media reports accusing uniformed officers of pulling down Mayor Talib Bensouda's campaign posters. The government wants to make it abundantly clear that the video circulating in the social media was not anywhere in the Kanifing municipality where Mr. Talib Bensouda is contesting the mayoral seat. The incident rather happened in Sanyang village in Kombo South, where the president was scheduled to have his meeting. The banner in question was an advertisement of a wrestling match sponsored by Talib Bensouda. For the purpose of clarity, the banner was tied very low, hanging across from one end of the road to the other at the Johnson, where the president's convoy was to take a turn left towards the meeting venue in Sanyang village. The advance team, upon arrival, noticed how difficult and awkward it was going to be for not only the vehicle carrying the tower lights for the event to pass through, but also the presidential convoy as well. It was then that a decision was taken to remove the banner from the right of way. The banner itself has nothing to do with politics, and its removal was purely for safety and security reasons. That's a press release from the government. Well, in a separate press release as well issued by the Gambia Armed Forces Director of Press and Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Lamin Sanyang, the GAF High Command said the removal of the banner, which could have been any other banner, was purely for safety and security reasons. We wish to also state categorically that GAF had no intention whatsoever to send any of its soldiers to bring down any political banner in any part of the Gambia, as has been erroneously reported by some local and international media platforms. While we hope that this clarification will be helpful in putting to sleep the issue of the banner, we regret any inconvenience the unfortunate incident might have caused. The release ends from the Police High Command. Just we wanted to bring those press releases to our viewers and of course those listening on Q Radio and those following us on Facebook and YouTube at QTV Gambia. Like I said, tomorrow Gambians will head to the polls to vote for their mayors and area councils heads across the country. Like we already know, in Banjul, we have Ibu Fai, who is contesting under the National People's Party, Rohim Malik Loh, the incumbent, contesting under the United Democratic Party. In KMC, we have Talib Ahmed Bensouda, the incumbent under the United Democratic Party, Bakari Waibaji under the National People's Party, and Pamo Dumbo, independent candidate. In Brikama, that's West Coast region, we have Yankuba Dabo, United Democratic Party, Sidi Sise, NPP, we have Jena Baba, PPP, Yankuba Jallo, independent, Ahmed Jite, independent, Salou Jallo, independent, Ibrahim J. Essane, independent, Baisi Saho, independent, and Amadou Mokhtar Cham, independent. In Karawan Area Council, we have Papa Tungara, NPP, Malamin I.L. Bojang, UDP, and Babu Kebe, independent. As we have announced earlier on, in Karawan, Abdullah Jallo, who was supposed to contest on the GDC, actually withdrew. And in Mansa Konko Area Council, we have Keba Adam, National People's Party, and Landing Bisane, the incumbent, UDP. In Janjambure Area Council, we have Haruna Bari, GDC, Suleiman Sawane, National People's Party, Malik Sow, UDP, and Alaji A.S. Boy, independent candidate. In Kuntawur Area Council, we have Abdullah Keta, Gambia for All Party, Sehu Jawara, NPP, who is the incumbent chairman of the Kuntawur Area Council, and Alaji S.B. Silla, United Democratic Party. And in Basse, we have Mohamedou Sise, National People's Party. For the Danjo, the incumbent chairman of the Basse Area Council under the United Democratic Party, and Alaji Karamo Toure of PDOIS. So those are the candidates across the country. I mean, as we have informed earlier on in West Coast, we saw 2 independent candidates withdrawing. That's Bakary Saibo Sane and Lamin Jame. And the third to withdraw is Abdoulaye Diallo of GDC in the Kerewan administrative area. Mr. Bande, once again, thank you so much for joining us on the program. I mean, IPC, I mean, they play a very important role as far as promoting unity among political parties is concerned. So far, so good. I mean, what's your general impression about the whole process as far as this tomorrow's election is concerned?
Well, thank you very much, viewers. My impression as far as the IPC is concerned, first of all, I have to thank the Gambia government for actually creating the enabling environment, a peaceful environment for candidates to campaign freely and without violence. That's a credit that I will give to the government of the day. And secondly, I have to thank political party leaders for exercising that maturity during the campaign, because I have seen where political parties, they meet and then they hook each other, they greet each other and pass, which was not happening in the past. And this is what the IPC is advocating for, because we are there to create the enabling environment for political parties to actually have a free, fair, and credible election. So the campaign, we expect them to campaign freely and not to disturb each other. And we have seen where a political party overstays during the campaign, they will discuss with the other one that is supposed to come and take over. They will discuss with them, and then they will give them time for this other party to leave, and then the other one comes. So this is all dialogue that they are creating among themselves, which is actually very peaceful. I have to attest to that.
And in terms of the utterances, the comments being made at these rallies, what's your take?
Actually, that's our major concern, because we have seen political party leaders castigating each other, saying bad things against their colleagues, which is not called for, actually, because there is none of them that comes to say that I'm coming to destroy the Gambia. They are all brothers and sisters. That's what we expect them to behave like that. Because as brothers and sisters, you all have the same aim, that's to make a better Gambia. It's only your ideologies that are different. So therefore, I don't expect at least political party leaders to stand in front of a crowd in a rally and say evil things about their colleagues. Some of these utterances are not even founded. They are not true about what they are saying about their colleagues. So this is something that actually will create chaotic environment. And if you see at the social media, they keep exchanging such words. And then the electorates and the supporters on the ground will take these things to and mount big ideas on it, and then start to castigate the other political parties.
And what action has the IPC taken on this?
Actually, the IPC, you know, we cannot reprimand. We don't have those powers. We only have dialogue and...
but you can engage.
Yes, we engage political parties. So what we do, we already have our RSTs that's on the ground. These people are sensitizing political parties and sensitizing the communities. Where they see such a thing, they will engage those people who have that type of rallies. They will discuss with them and then put them on the right track. Talk to them that you are saying that and that and about a colleague, about this will bring chaotic environment and so on, and we don't expect this to happen. What we expect you to do is to discuss about your manifesto, what you have for the country, and what is your intention if you win elections. This is what we expected from you, but not to insult or say anything about this. So we engage those political parties. And those who didn't comply, the RSs will send this information to the central executive, and then we see how we engage those people through telephone call. We call them and then dialogue with them, and then put them on the right track.
So you want to comment?
And how is your relationship with the IEC as well? I know especially these concerns you've raised with the unsavory utterances that you get to hear at these rallies. The law is very clear. You cannot make statements like that, especially in public. When you receive these informations, aside from engaging those involved in such acts, what else do you do to ensure that, we don't have to, hear stuff like that within our political
normally, what we do, if we get such information from political parties or from our RSs on the ground, we engage the IEC, we give this report to them that party X is doing that and that and that, and then they will, because they are the people who are the referee. They have the yellow card, they have the red card, they can reprimand. But the IPC cannot do that. All what we have to dialogue with those people and engage them, and then give the information to the IEC if they persist, if they insist to comply, to infringe the code of conduct of the IPC and the IEC, then we refer the matter to the IEC.
Have they been listening to you? Because it's like it keeps happening all the time, almost every day. In fact, you follow all the campaigns. All you hear is these personal attacks, and sometimes very derogatory remarks are made from political leaders in most instances. Have they really been listening to the IPC?
Actually, in a nutshell, I can say in a way they are listening partly, and partly they are normally, they are not swift to act. Their action is not that's because they always do diplomacy. They want to be so diplomatic on these political parties, so they also engage them and then dialogue with them and see if there is going to be any change.
I'm talking
but
about
as yet, they did not. We didn't see them where they reprimand any political party for such information.
I'm actually referring to the political party leaders who would make these statements, respecting, the IPC as a committee when you approach them. Clearly, all members of the IPC are members of these political parties.
Yes.
So one would expect that the parties would take ownership of the IPC and respect the IPC as a body that is there to ensure that there's a level playing field for everyone and that people respect election laws. How is the reaction like from parties and political party leaders towards the IPC, especially when you approach them for things like this? I hope they're respecting the IPC.
Of course, there is that mutual understanding between the IPC and the parties, the political party leaders, especially because they have members in the IPC. The IPC is composed of political parties. So these members there, whenever we discuss, if any party is found wanting, we engage the members of that party or from that party, and then they will dialogue with their people. If it passes, then we'll engage other people, and then we take them out, the members, to this, and then we'll confront the party that is insisting and continuing on such things. We'll engage them, dialogue with them, and then if we don't come to agreement, then we will refer to the matter to the IEC. But thank God, so far that have not happened. Where we refer a case there to the IEC. We are able to handle all our cases at the IPC level. We discuss with these people, and normally what they say, will comply. So we don't get that much report.
During this process, has the IPC organized any event or forum sort of just to sensitize, the candidates and of course some of the youth leaders and supporters?
Yes, we have been organizing such programs because first of all, what we did was during the presidential elections, we had a peace accord that was signed in Janjambure, and this peace accord was signed by all political parties, and we expect them to abide by the code of conduct that is mentioned there, because they signed and they promise that they are going to adhere to it. So that's one way of engaging them. The other thing, we do have these breakfast meetings, as quarterly breakfast meetings, where we still engage these political party leaders. They come and other stakeholders. We discuss about peaceful elections and how we expect them to behave, as the Gambia is known for as the smiling coast of West Africa. So it's smiling coast of Africa. Yeah. So that we want, we expect every individual, every Gambian to cherish that, and then we make sure that this is not insulted. So actually, we have been doing that. And we have other youth groups as well. In every region, we have youths there. This is composed of all political parties. Every political party had 4 youths.
So you have regional structures.
We have regional structures.
Right.
So these regional structures do engage the communities. They discuss with them. They even organize football tournaments to make sure that at least that relationship exists between them. So that, because then we used to see people they will not talk because they are in different political parties. They will not see eye to eye. People of the same family, one belongs to this other party, the other, when they don't even go to each other's marriages or naming ceremonies. Sure. But these teams are able to bring these people together, discuss with them, and make sure that there is mutual understanding among them. Because politics came and found the relationship there. Yeah. So we should not allow that politics to come and destroy that relationship that we have among ourselves. So these our teams are doing on the ground.
And we want to know, I mean, in terms of the running of IPC, where do you derive your funds from that keeps you going?
At the moment, we drive our funds from our donor agents. Okay. Especially, we have partners just like the UNDP. Okay. We have ECOWAS, who have been helping us because the UNDP have been hiring our office for us. Okay. They paid last year, and this year also they have also paid for an office for us.
Where's your office located?
The office now is located in Tranquil because it's just last week that we have moved to the new office. Oh, okay. Because the one that we had before is not user-friendly to people with disabilities. And we want the IPC to be all-inclusive.
Great consideration.
Yes, so that's the reason why we have to relocate it at Tranquil, where at least it's a ground floor and it's a whole compound where at least people can use, all type of people can access it freely. So that's where we are right now.
And in terms of sustainability, I mean, it's one thing to depend on these UN agencies to be supporting you, but are you thinking differently to ensure in the event they pull out, IPC will continue to exist?
Yes, actually, first of all, what we did was we wrote to all political parties. We visited them to tell them to give them the ownership of the IPC, and because it is their institution, so they should contribute towards the sustenance of this of the IPC. And this we prepared a paper where they will sign that an amount will be mentioned there, where every political party is supposed to pay that annually, monthly. So whatever is agreed at the breakfast meeting, they will agree to it and then sign, and then it will kick off from there. And secondly, we are trying to make it also an institution where at least it will also be able to drive funds from the consolidated funds of the government. You see. So we are doing that also. We're writing that to parliaments so that at least we get ourselves at least funds somewhere, rather than depending on the donor agents, because sooner or later they may one day phase out. And what will happen if we don't make that plan? So we have those plans.
I know you've addressed the issue of what the IPC does in the event, people flout election rules or maybe make certain unsavory statements. But what activities have you embarked on? We are in election period, from the nominations to the campaigns and tomorrow's elections as well. What have you been doing during this period?
During this period, our engagement is basically, normally, not only the central executive is only engaging the teams on the ground that are engaging the people at the grassroots level. So we also, sometimes we also go on the ground and then have that sensitization program. Because one time we even have these Kanyelens, and then we train them, and where they will have these, they demonstrate these peaceful messages and so on that we give out, and then they will put this into songs and dramatize it so that at least peace will prevail during campaign periods. So we have been doing those activities as well.
Okay. Yes, let's now, in terms on the day of the election, like tomorrow, what role do you play? Do you have any role as far as monitoring what's happening across the country is concerned? How do you monitor?
We are not mandated to, we are not accredited to go and observe elections and so on as the IPC, because we will belong to political parties. Okay. So what we all they do is our agents that are on the ground, they are observing also, not officially, but whatever happens, they give us these reports through telephone calls and so on. We have a telephone where all information will come. So they will give us this information, and then we record this, and then after we'll engage those people, and we put these things together and see, discuss with the IEC what we have, what our findings are, as far as the election is concerned.
Okay. Well, that's quite interesting. Well, viewers, you're watching QTV, the Gambia Sports Private TV station, and we are broadcasting from our studios here on Kairaba Avenue. It is the eve of the mayoral and area council chairmanship elections. As you know, today is calling off day, and then all is set for tomorrow. Just to remind our viewers, I mean, who will be going out tomorrow to vote at the different polling stations across the country. I mean, the rules are very clear. I mean, if you are going to vote, you must be in possession of your voter's card. You have to go with your voter's card to the right polling station to be able to vote. And equally, your name must be on the register, which is quite very important. And also, as we all know, I mean, our voting system is secret. I mean, wake up as early as possible, cast your vote, go back home, and then wait for the official announcement of the results by the Independent Electoral Commission. I mean, sometimes, I mean, we are totally carried by what we hear or read on social media, which sometimes could be misleading. But if you listen to the IEC, you can get credible election announcement as far as, I mean, the IEC is concerned. And of course, QTV will be here to bring you live updates. I mean, from morning until
from 8 a.m.
8 a.m. we'll be here to bring you whatever is happening across the country. Our reporters across the region will be filing in reports and giving us updates as to what's been happening. And the team will be back here also at 7 p.m. to bring you the election night results. And of course, as we all know, I mean, the counting is on the spot. I mean, all the candidates will have their agents present at the different polling stations where, I mean, the votes will be counted in the presence of the IEC officials, observers, and agents, and then it is confirmed before it is sent to the Independent Electoral Commission for announcement by the chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, Aliu Momar Njie. But what is important is, as a country, politics comes and go, but we remain as a country, and peace is very important as far as, I mean, this country is concerned. So we should always endeavor to make sure, you know, we maintain that peaceful conduct before, during, and after the elections. At the end of the day, we remain as a family, we remain as neighbors, we remain as Gambians, which is very important as we head to the polls tomorrow. At the end of the day, whoever wins, our interest is to ensure that person, you know, lead us to where we want to be as far as our different localities are concerned. Mr. Bande, let's now get into the local languages. I mean, because akumata bakele puru molman ko ibe juberola ani ibe lamorola ke radio puru telefona sa long IPC munema alla overall impression ti campaign ke dafa banta sign so man bina dunkan pour kala carte o fay IPC.
Actually abarka IPC nga election campaign o je nyameng follow mbe mansakunda tento la ke jay pour ka jeko at least ye Cairo sabatindi for campaign kenota because ni Cairo man sabati campaign te kenola anyama woto inito la security fenkol yaje ko at least Cairo sabatita campaign kenota anyama woto wo mu kontane ko balati fulanjango ngaje political party ol actually ye majority yitandi yaje ko itol be mu ba kilim fa kilimati ibe ka ku kilimole nyine wala mu ka banko ke Kaira bankoti ka Cairo sabatinde woto ila tanya ka campaign ke wo mu kontan ku baleti nun to e kaje ko mol kana sate dolto buka hani ka campaign ke dula dolto e ka political party ol bay dula dolto buka so e campaign ke je bari wo be manke nyin fen ko kono nyin campaign ko na be manke je ku kilin drong memmu dewun dati je wole mu parti nyaton kol wala parti officials nyol minol be campagne ila ralilto ila kuma kangol ika memfo woning sartol manta memmu membe Cairo sabatindila parce que e badjala ko ite mu political party leader leti ite ila platform oto imanyang ka modo neng wala ka modo kajafi wala ka modo la ka kuma fo mo me alon ko aman soto bari ngagning observe ko nyinka ke nying rali jamal to political party jamal bije e kanyin sifake adun wo buka Cairo sabatini ntol ngamira ko IPC ntol lonka moment wala mo ni political party be campagne wala at least aliye manifesto soto ale constitution o soto ali diamu Allah manifesto nyin ale mun inten pour ka ke banko mole ni ale palaso nyin soto albe mun kela mole yaji ale men je ko amanta ku alsa dadano ko mbakela ten isaje mole yakaro soto pour ka carte dialla yaji so ni mang mol convince no pour at least inyanta men kele ate mol soto no la membe carte dilel woto wole kumayata campagne kono bari ngaje ko wo jama bukake men kake wala mo ni men futata mol pati nangam mol sawunta nang inata nyim pati doto and so on wo sawun after they are all Gambians. The most important thing is cartel because wol dol katale pour kodi nyino drong yaje wo dol men yalla ka fo ka sawun fang to mando bato political party ko e bota dami wol fango melo imelo mol kon wo sama ni tata political party gardarin doto yena o mo kilingol je fana ko tenke ka sawun dula doto so wo sifal be kerine campagne on kono me alon ko amang mol makoy
so atol IPC munem ala lo nyati pour kaje nyin ko ay stop wala akanake kato nyi ajama be je nyin ka fitno gulinde it's a warning.
That's it. Yeah. IPC ntol akamunta kontrol mu fenkolete dorong ntol mu fengolet me alon ko manyi ngosoto
mediator
da mediator len da be bulle bari nyinti je mbuka albuka kindiro ken wala mo nyinti mambusa soto pour ka busa dake pati wala me alon ko a default yaji ntol ci men ken wala mo kay engage ke ni kacha kaje ko memmu toñati wo sabatita yaji son tolbe wala kekan adun kata wala ni pati o me alon ko aka o kusi falke ni la political party nyaton ko anin alla mol mel ben kafo nyin kono be wolle engage la pour nga yitandi la ko alla pati molde e kanyi nyine ke dukare ari confront bang ali diamunde ali yamare ko ntolla institution o man la fi nyin sifala amanya naka kije wala kende alien tombong alien ke nyin institution o kono pour kaje ko kairo sabatita kaje ko political party ol be yela nyanto soto banko kan ye campagne ke anyama ya tara mome disturb.
So at what stage does the IPC intervene? Because nkajele dolbeje ila campaign be abeka ko nendi roti and then wo kuma si follow and then sometimes it comes from people melanko inena me expect ibo kuma si follow. At what stage IPC can intervene pour ka diam a particular political party ka fo alkam nyampo amanya nakala.
Nka at the time tolka fenko dinga reporto soto parce que tumado bato e ka ko e ka moyle ko e ko parti kare nyinke wala nyinke bare alman concrete evidence soto ne concrete evidence soto with videos with this in audios wolto le kanano e mari engage yaje ka itande la ko because je ibuka dispute ibuka balanno ko nganyinke e ko ni balanta at least evidence bijele sede jaro bijele min baytande la ko itele mo nyinti itele nyim fo akete la nyim fenkoleto so wo wato len tol ka engage inka patio nyim engage ila nyaton kol nga timo soto me alon ko mediation timo lem wo mediation timo wolle bitaje ne aje ko at nyeme nati ay fitinole nati e bitare ni e si e kacha
so ato munem ala korea ko wolti IPC
nakolea ko BBB memumenti wala mo funding because na londa momenti wala mo na dono agents nol wolle kan samba secondly ntol mu institution me alon ko hani tamara mo fen ko tentol bulu fon yaje moto soto masim ma soto
almahani
officer fango permanent one ma soto ka luasle so wala kenni nga safero ke to dula Jamal and even the Ministry of Local
IPC
Government.
sanjel la solo sai. IPC. Amete wa sanjel la solo sai.
IPC nyindo the first one nyim be men konoten nga assign tale on the 7th of March 2017. Kabrio wato bari a follow tanum follow during ya James time. Then another dormant.
Okay.
So kabri nying 2016 election of Bina also like nata wulindi. Then on the 7th of March 2017, political party ya signé. ko aketa IPC
Aliental function pala so sai
ha nga local government ministry engage le adum nga safero kele ko be labita pour ay audience dinna pour kataje ka landania bulu kay dulay tandi mo la me alon ko at least be demaro nyine na pour kaje ko at least ngalo ay ke permanent office because IPC natal to stay amanna pour kana drong watindi ni campagne tambita eta because election kuo politique kuo wala mu before, during and after elections. IPC kumata nying watol beto because nying watol le IPC ka jeko at least political party engage in a discourse a dialogue ka itandi la ko menyanta ani mem manyang ka pour ka Cairo sabatin.
Yes, I mean, Wokola, I mean, like, here you be campaigning Abirakan, say Abanta. I mean, ku jamale fota, ku jamale keta. In terms of economy vote buying, kataka karte sang, kakoro di mola. Is that right? Is that proper?
IPC o condemn back. Bao hadama dingo ila nyanto ila karte mo ila nyanto leti. Ila o karte keso, wole mo ila nyanto ti. Niya wafi akamunta yela foro yale wafi mo manyan na sonna niya o wafi akamunta ite bita jon yala sanji lulu katu ite men yela carte sang ite te tamale wala ite fang fenke nola ite foro ya nola anyala katu tumando bat hane haji basata ni tata ba ko tengela carte sanni yaje so ite te fem fonola yaje so at least bawo ko be o nyamantol mammo yamare pour ka carte wafi adu menul ka ke fanan menul ka sang mu ka kule me alon ko ku jaw balem imanyan na kala imanyan na tala kamol fenge because yaje ko Gambia mo foire bankolete mo bebe lafirin fennela so dol ka wala capitalize political party dol ka wala capitalize kata shooto especially bi shooto ibe dunna dol kan ibe kodo dile la pour ka la vote fenkol soto so mo kolete me alon ko IPC ma welcome adu nga condemn le 100%.
So don't you think Kumayata at least come here for Nyamen, Ali Dastro Bari Albuka Kindroke. Don't you think it's high time at least Ali Sembudo di Alfangola? Is I see some Nyata Moiko Amanyanakake, at least you have some powers Proka penalized or whatsoever.
Yes.
Even though an internal
internal fenko sotole me alon ko kanyori priman wala. O internal arrangement moment wala mo ni the political party insist on doing something me along ko among correct, we will suspend al 12 minuli along ko al bota o party we will suspend you from our committee.
Okay.
You see? So if you are suspended there, and at least we'll so because you don't comply to the code of conduct, because alla party leader le ya signé ko you're going to comply to this code of conduct. Abe sonna le sartol be men bije. So ni ya je ko ni sartol wati al sartol bula alke abuse what will be suspend from our from the IPC activities.
Okay. So ngaro na ko komando ya fole ko ning party leader ni ko mol fami yalan ko anin lu amanta wala amang pour kila mo ko kuma si vala fang amang betia al ni ka diamule al ye engage pour yabula because as if it no willing to know but in the event where let's say party fana ya complain no soto against party dokan another IPC alka handle nyaadile wa fa ko kesi fal fana soto
nka ko kesi fal soto le bari a mansia
okay
parce que ninga o reporto soto jama anka sile ntol fana nga mediation team o soto le ninu ya lon ko wolle fana be sila yena nyin kibaro nyin jibe yaje ko de ñinul de ye ñimmen fo e ni report o mendi yena ya investigate fo ye tonya sabatinde den yena ñinul engage just like political party do benu menul ya lon ko ila internal problem o ya soto for at least IEC nata i suspend kabri o suspension o fenke IPC le tamata pour kaje ko inin IEC discosta ini wo party fulol me ya lon ko farata fulala ni kachata pour yaje ko at least isonta inata ye congress ke nyokan inata ke kilinti den inata suspension o lift ikan so ngaw sifal kele pour kaje ko at least party at least ye freedom soto ye establish ye continue as a political party
Akumera Bakare, viewers, na guest bi wala mu Samba Bandete atla mu co-chair of the Interparty Committee nyinti memen kacha kan wala mu election o min kana soma inshallah comme nga fale nyamen soma le gaminol be dabro pour ko carte fay melbe Banjul nin KM wol ba fay la mayor le anen melbe bolon kono kabo West Coast region kata Massa Konko Kerewan Janjambure Kuntawur anen basse wol ba fay ila chairman on the mena ko wala area council te comme nga fale nyamen voting abasala 8 am kabo 8 am kada for 5 pm bare luwale même fo nyaara comme ça 5 pm sita and you are in the queue they will allow you to vote bare woma tina ko nyente sila so ko wata mediate ko kada pro carte fay to molbe dan la ali finti ali ta ale carte fay katu nyuma la nyantote is your right pour eleta and decide who is going to heads your area councils and of course the councils as well. Mr. Bande dama bëgg ñu waxtaan ci olof rek I mean ci wàllu IPC bi gis nañ ne campagne bi jeex na démba I mean wax yi bari nañ I mean combat bi fi mu nekk ni ses na suba la xam naa léegi moom ñu li ñuy wax yëpp wax nañ ko fi mu nekk ni vote si ñoo des pour decide IPC loolu lañ jàngat ci campagne période bi nii
alhamdulillah rabbil alamin luñ dañ jànga yu bari si campagne bi parce que campagne bi gis nañ ne campagne bi dem na si jàmm amuñ fenn fuñ dégga ne gars yi xeex nañ foofu dégguñ fenn fu nga xam ne ñaari parti daje nañ te fitina am na seen diggante so boobu observe nañ ko secondly gis nañ ne political parties ñu nga xam ne soo amee sa time because sometimes sa meeting bi dafa nekk at a point fekk da nga war a génn foofu beneen parti ñëw waaye da ngeen dee dialogue at other party bu nga xam ne mu ngee ñëw mu jox leen time ngeen rapport ngeen mun a génn beneen parti bi ñëw gis nañ loolu boobu itam is an other side of maturity bu nga xam ne political parties yi ci campagne bi am na dégg nga so gis nañ itam fu nga xam ne political parties yi dañ dee sometimes tase si yoon suñ tase dañ dee wàcca ñu ñëw xookante nuyuwante ñu rombante fekk problème amut seen diggante boobu itam am na waaye benn problème rek lañ am lañ gis lañ observe te boobu dañ ko condemn 100% boobu ñu nga xam ne ci during campagne bi gars yi si seen rallies yi dañ dee nekk di saagante di wax lu nga xam ne di xaste di wax lu nga xam ne boobu doomi aadama warut a ko wax moromam dégg nga di wax lu ñaaw si seen collègues yi boobu dañ ko condemn te boobu rafetut boobu daf dee isi fitina boobu de am na si campagne bi te boobu warutoon am waaw
so lan ngeen a def pour mën a gis ne yooyu du amaat even though yàgg na di am si Gambian politics xam nga lu fi yàgg la moo tax mu ngi am ba léegi loolu naa def moving forward pour make sure ne yii du amaat parce que it's not telling well. I mean,
definitely,
you are there to sell your programs and policies. Not to talk about trying to personalize issues. And in most cases, fi ñu ko dee waxee moo nekk ne ay kilifa ñu ngi topp. ñoo xam ne war nañoo mën a stop ñooñu.
léeg-léeg sax ay kilifa yi seen bopp ñoo ko dee
tàccu nga foog ne yaa fa nekk.
sometimes kilifa yi seen bopp sax ñoo ko dee
tàccu ñoo dee encourage. gis nga boobu xam nga ñun mu ngi mel ni gémmiñ bu nga xam ne amut boñ ñun dundee mën a mata. So actually amuñ mandate boobu pour réprimander parti bu nga xam ne da nga def loolu erreur boobu soo ko defee ñun mun lañ la discipline su fekkoon ne amuñ na powers yooyu we could have discipline those parties waaye amagul loolu ñun fuñ em rek mooy ku nga xam ne def nga loolu ñu engage la discourse ak yow woon la lu nga def ne lu bon la soo ko continuer dina isi fitina te boobu fitina su ñëwee du la aar du la lifin jàlla du jàlla xamuloo fitina su ñëwee fan la dee em te parce que ñu yëpp dañ war a sàmm suñ diggante ñu xam ne ñu yëpp benn ndey benn baay ñu yëpp Gambians la ku nekk political party bu nga gis dafa éene pour yóbbu Gambia bi fu nga xam ne at least everybody will be proud of it dégg nga waaye kenn ñëwut mu ne su ma amee Gambia dinaa def dinaa def lii ak lii lu nga xam ne doomi aadama yi dinañ am lorange si lifin bi ku nekk dafa bëgg a am jàmma kon jàmma boobu lañ war a sàmma si suñ political rallies yi warut nañ xasante wala wax nit lu nga xam ne amut dégg nga so boobu dafa ñaaw te ñu ngi koo condemn te ñu ngi try actually pour ñu engage parti yooyu parce que dañ am suñ gars yi on the ground am na suñ sensitization teams yi on the ground am na suñ youth groups yi on the ground so ñu nga xam ne ñoom at the grassroots level ñoom ñu ngi engage nit yooyu electeurs yooyu parce que ñu nga xam ne suñ defee loolu ñeneen sometimes den daf doon happen ñu nga xam ne ñu ngi nekk benn kër duñ dee gisante duñ dee waxante dégg nga duñ demalante si xew because of politics waaye buñ mu ne isi political party leaders yi together ñu toog ñu waxtaan ñooñu gis ñooñu di ree di toog di lekk si benn table ñooñu jam xam ne ñu nga xam ne ñu ngi reyante fii ñun suñ political party leaders yi ñoom ñu ngi enjoy ñoom ñu ngi nekk si jàmm lu tax kon ñun ñu ngi lifin so ñu sensitize ñooñu si that way nga gis ñooñu itam they comply so ñu organize ay football tournaments on the ground ñu nga xam ne all political parties will be part of it and boobu the youth sector li nga doom nekk benn when those people are together boobu daf dee tax at least seen elders yi ñu comply because they all like those activities and so on.
Aliou nga doon laaj ci gannaaw ci nasaraan ak ci mandinka ma bëggoon see delluwaat mooy ci interparty committee bi yéen seen liggéey ndax yaa ngi fi tudda football tournament yi ngeen a organise pour ndaw ñi léeg-léeg ngeen oote ndaje yéen mi pour waxtaan ak ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk ci comité bi seen liggéey li ci ëpp mënuloo koo def gannaaw dépense ak ma bëggoon a xam interparty comité bi naka ngeen dee dundalee comité bi tamit ndax am ngeen office yi tamit office boobu it dépense moo koo doxal naka la mel ak yéen ci wàllum am
dëgg la boobu dañ am jafe-jafe bu bari si loolu parce que amuñ office bu nga xam ne office la bu nga xam ne ñun ñoo ko moomal suñ boppa fu nekk ni dañ dee luwaas si luwaas lañ nekk te luwaas boobu suñ dono agency ñooñu dee dimbale surtout especially UNDP ñooñu dee luwaase office ñetti at yëpp ñoo ko dee luwaase so loolu moo tax ñu ngi def suñ plan fu nga xam ne political party leaders itam dinañ contribute towards the IPC pour at least parce que ñu ne nit su dee raxas sa gannaaw yow itam nga raxas sa kanam waaw buguñ dono agency di def yëpp fekk ñun defuñ because institution bi political party leaders yi ñoo ko form ñoo moom political parties yi ñoo moom institution bi so ñoom itam dañ war a def dara pour gis ne seen doom mu ngee dox yéen nga doo am doom nga sandi ko fale so pour doom bi mun a dox mun a dunda da ngay war a def dara foofu so then their contribution will come up ñu ngi prepare paper boobu te suñ amee suñ breakfast meeting all the political party leaders dinañ nekk foofu ñu sign ñu d'accord nangam lañ war a contribute towards the institution boobu benn la léegi dañ bugg a also to make the institution ñu def ko a statutory body fu nga xam ne at least dina dunda comme like IEC dégg nga dina nekk on our own will be independent but at the same time dinañ mun a am xaalis from the consolidated fund dinañ am dépense nguur bi dégg nga pour ñu dépense parti bi institution bi so that suñ activités yi mun nañ ko doxal si jàmm parce que suñ amuñ dépense boobu mu ngi mel ni benn tey dinañ nekk di yeliwande te institution du mun a def noonu
which is sustainable waaw definitely jërëjëf Samba Baldé moom moo nekk co-chair li nga ne moo nekk di IPC comme ni ma leen ko waxee rek elek la de Gambia si dem pour dem sànni carte pour ñu voté nga ne moo nekk mayor si ak chairman area council comme ni nga ko waxee rek voté mu ngi start 8 am ba 5 pm waaye loi bi dafa wax ne bu dee 5 o'clock fekk na la yaa ngi si queue bi war nañ la ala pour nga sànni carte comme ni nga ko waxee rek képp kuy dem rek na nga mesoo nga ànd ak sa voters card waaye nag fi nga registré tey foofu ngay voté loolu dafa wala leer nañ and also jëf xam nañ ne voting bi secret la and then spot counting su jeexee rek foofu la ñuy compter carte yi candidates yëpp nañ am seen agents ñoom dinañ fa nekk ak IEC officials yi ñoom ñooy compter carte yi confirm ko den ñu soog ko yónnee si IEC fi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo war a def li nga ne moo nekk di official results announcement naam dégg la ñu ngi si era of social media ñi nga xam ne am na advantage am pour in terms of di gaaw a spread information waaye nag nañ bàyyi xel suñ xel tam ci wàlli fànna bon parce que am na ñoo xam ne tam dinañ def loo xam ne du nekk seen coobare li nga mu nekk misinformation dinañ sàkkule loo xam ne du dëgga waaye fekk loolu nekkul seen éene ñàkk a xam bi la am na ñoo xam ne dinañ ko def deliberately moo nekk li ñuy wax disinformation so loolu yëpp nañ si bàyyi xel te ñu xam ne fii loi bi IEC lañ jox doole ji pour annonce li nga xam ne moo nekk di official resources even fi nga xam ne sa QTV sa ñi nga xam ne dañ di am credible information from our reporters duñ ko dee annonce dañ dee xaar ba su IEC suñ ko annoncé dañ ñu soog a deliberate on it comme ni ma leen ko waxee rek QTV dinañ fi nekk as early as 8:30 dinañ dem on air and comme ni ma leen ko waxee rek we'll have reporters across the country pour indi leen lépp loo xam ne mu ngi xew from Koyna to Kartong we'll be covering the candidates seen saani carte bi dinañ waxtaan ak ñoom waaye nag comme ni ma leen ko waxee rek am na suñu reporters yi nga xam ne ñu ngi si provinces bi comme ni ma leen ko waxee rek Bakary bi Bande moom moo ñu nekkal Mansakung Don Williams dinañ nekkal Farafenni Alhaji AF Diallo Basse and then Ibrahima Diallo dinañ nekkal fale nga ne moo nekk si Tundi Janjambure team bi na fi nekk suba inshallah pour indi leen lépp loo xam ne mu ngi xew ci dëkk bi Maro Samba mi faala waxte seeɗa rek kole IPC yo comme no ko haalelde jango woni élection onon IPC hono jirɗon campagne
after afala waɗo laka jola
andi jolaɓe ko ɓiɓɓe amen so wona probléme ɓiɗɗo ɗi foti nande haala bammu joni simi haali pular rek jolaɓe ɓe nana alhamdulillah élection o campagne o dal no min jiirata o folofolo minen calmina laamu ngu minen ɓe jetta ɓurɓe mbawi addude jaam ha campagne o wawi wadde par ce que si jaam ala he leydi he campagne wawta waɗede so at least on jambo ɓe mbawi o addude ha yimɓe mbawa wadde campagne o he jaam minen ɓe calmina minen ɓe jetta he dow ɗon ɗimmel ngel min jii no carte no campagne o yarata ni min jii political party ji ɓe mbaɗi kolliri wondena ɓe mbaɗi match o enough pour ɓe mbawa wadde campagne ɓawo a yiyat political party ji gandat goɗɗo waɗat ɗo meeting ta mo foti funtude goɗɗo ara ɗo he on arde ta maɓɓe potata e puntani taw kono ɓe noddodira e maɓɓe ɓe mbaɗa are ɓe gaccana ɓe time ɓe jaafoɓe ha ɓe mbawa funtude maɓɓe ɓe mbawa ar min jii political party je goɗɗiɗo convoy ji maɓɓe ɓe kawrat dula at least ɓe jippo ɓe calmodira ɓe ɗumanina ɗum yaha at least ɗum fof holliri wondena ɗi weeli laarde ayi so kulle ɗe fof no jarini dal ɗi yaari he laawol ko hunde wotere tan woni toon probléme bo min jii te IPC waɗi ɗum condem because go'o a wawta arde he political rally gona ano yenna nawle maɗa ano o haala ko gandanɗa hoorema an tigui ano feliti ko kalɗa ko wona gonga heɓaki because ɗum ko fitina addata ayi so ɗin haalaji siifa min keɓani at least kelifa ɗi foti darade he rally at least haala ɗin haalaji siifa ta mawɓe woɓɓe ɓurɓe heccuɓema heɓe keccuɗa fof ɗi jooɗi ɗima keɗo ɓe gandide ande ko kalta ko yadani he lawol wona gonga kono hay nonne ano ɗum haala ayi because min mbaɗi expect wondena si a ari he rally maɗa an ko poɗɗa toon haal ko ɗum woni ko manifesto maɗa ko hoko keɓanɗa leydi ndi ɓen ferantoɓe ma carte sa heeɓi place o ko hoɗum mbaɗantaɓe ko hoɗum joganiɗaɓe pour ɓe mbawa hammude pour ɓe peranoma carte ɓe joɗɗinma kono an si a wawaɓe ɗum haalande an ko a ari hen kaari ko ni wayi kaari ko ni ɗo ko ni ɓe mbaɗi ayi ɗum wona haaju maɗa ɗum wona haala wona noon carte ɗaɓɓirte ɗum kelifa fotani haalde ɗin haalaji siifa ko ɗin haalaji siifa noon ɗesi yakkude campagne o because ɗin si continue addoyat fitina te on fitina si ari anda fitina ala français
so joni onon IPC ko honɗum wonone wadde pour yiide o probléme comme ça because ko warning pour yiide oɗo continta
andi minen mbayinino dal ko kunuɗe ɗe ngala ñiiƴe min mbawa ɓawo min ngala locol ngol min lippira min ngala ɗen doole pour min lippa hay pati minen komin mbawata komin ñagoto min jewtida he maɓɓe min kolla ɓe gonga o at least ɓe mbi gonga suka ɗi wawi haal gonga mawɗo ɗi haali gonga sa yi kelifa maɗa woppi lawol a artiraɗo he dow lawol e kolla oɗo ha kaari a waɗini he ni ko ni poɗɗa wat par ce que ɗi political party ji fof ɗi jogui yimɓe he nder institution amen e IPC so kala momin ji ɓe noon mbaɗa min noddat ɓen yimɓeɓe min immiɓe to on parti min mbiyaɓe a yii yimɓe moɗon ɓe ko mbatta ko te oɗon koye IPC gonon on gandi ɗum yadani e code of conduct meɗen so leɓane yimɓe moɗon ɓe si tawi ɓe korima on tuma minen jogui ɗumanin team mo ganduɗa hoorema ɓen ɓe mbaɗat ɓe engage ɓen ɓe jahat ɓe jiida he that leadership ɓe kollaɓe wondena ha minen nde min mbaɗi observe minen yo yimɓe moɗon wonɓe ɓe institution min mbaɗi observe wondena ko ni he ni jaroton te fotani ɗum ko fitina addata kilifa wattani
IPC mon ko honno gonɗo yarude hoɗo jogui office walla si ɗo jogui office kadi ko homboto mon dépense programme ji mon ɗi
ɗo min gonɗo minen jogui office kono wona office momin jiyani koye amen ko office luwas min jogui te ko Allah he dono agency UNDPN waɗane men luwas dula ECOWAS sodanno min sirange bagage ji gonɗi ɗi to office to ayi so minen ɓe jetta minen ɓe calmina e dow nden tinnare nde ɓe mbaɗani min joni nomin jarata nina ko ɓen ballata min e komin min bindat concept noon kala komin paala wadde min bindat concept noon min gokkaɓe ɓe mbaɗa ɗum dépense min mbaɗa programme o ko noon min jarata e mumen ɗo kono noon min bindi laamu ɗum kadi ministre of local government min bindiɓe min kolliɓe wondena min paala joddade he ministre o min jeeya min toroɓe dula hayso ɓe gokka min pakka ɗo gandanɗa hoorema minen ɗon mbawi darnude officiel ɗum si darnama ɗum ko ɗon wonta ha faw because IPC arani pour ara hande janggo sako ko ar pour wona ɗon ɓawa tan politique ɗi leydi he ko ma continue ma institution o continue eyyi so ko minen ɗon ɗuma te minen ɗum mani kadi minen bindi minen binda kayitite pour min naɓa ɗum to parliament ɓe mbaɗa ɗum endos pour min mbaɗa ɗum e statutory body no IEC woniri ni jiiya at least dépense ko laamu ngu waɗata koye institution ji goɗɗi minen ne min keɓa he on dépense jiiya min mbawa ɗuman par ce que neɗɗo siɗima loota ɓaawo annen jigga reedu eyyi ko ɗum noon min jarata joni koye ɗen golle sifa men goni
manani ɗon joni a time o koyde ko hewani kono hoko on tan message ma ɓe ganduɗa ko kamɓe yahata jangga pour fira o carte
ko kalanan yimɓe ɓe tan wotan bo jab yeeyi kartal muɗum ɗum ko ndimuyaji maɗi jeyɗa wota a jab at least ndaare ɗo ɗo gonɗen ɗo joni han wona political party laarete ko yimɓe darnaɓe ɓe darton ko hombo jari yawtinde bawɗo on waɗande fittande gonɗi moɗon ɗi bawɗo nabde leydi ndi yeeso peranoɗon on carte on fof punton gandon wondena local government election ɗi waɗi important a beeti par ce que lempuji ɗi joɓoton ɗi ko arankeso ko maɓɓe jogui ɗum ko maɓɓe gandi ko développement garat ɗo ko maɓɓe jogui ɗum maɓɓe gaddata boyli ko maɓɓe gaddata pompeji maɓɓe gaddata l'hôpital ji maɓɓe jangnata laabi fof on fof ko maɓɓe mbaɗata nden funtude garon peraɗon carte ɗum ɗi waɗi important
a jarama Jof Samba Baldé ko kanko woni o coach ko o kafo witeɗo interparty committee. Mr. Baldé, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
And Sumana?
Yeah, I mean, we wishing all Gambians peaceful elections. I just want to urge that we all remain calm, you know, be law abiding, vote peacefully, go back home and watch TV. I mean, we'll be here to bring you all that you need to know, or, you know, if you're following, you know, you want to get officially confirmed results, tune into QTV and Q Radio. And to our colleagues in the media, avoid announcing provisional results, if possible, please.
Thank you so much, Ansumana Esonyasi, my colleague. Viewers and listeners on Q Radio, on behalf of the production team, we thank you so much for watching this broadcast. Do join us tomorrow. We'll be here as early as 8:30 a.m. to bring you all that you need to know about the elections here in the Gambia. I was your host, Alu Sise. Until then, have a wonderful night and bye-bye.
Thank you.